you'll see conversations flow, ideas take flight at the table talk. We shine so bright, so many stories, so much to share. Pull up the chair, we want you there at the table talk, where the fun begins and gets you flowing. Let the laughter spin from the conversation. It's welcome and free. Move above and down. Josephine, come see. From hot topics, breaking the mold, they'll share their wisdom. Be bold and told, laughter and insight, a joyful blend at the table talk. Hold our friends till the end. This human life, don't miss your chance. With every episode, you'll want to dance. A table talk, where the fun begins and gets me going. Let the laughter spin. So the conversation is welcome and free. Look over Linda, Josephine, come see. Table talk, where voices unite. Let's wrap it up. See you next time tonight.
Good morning, ladies. I apologize for the mistake. I created a show, but what I did, I put pre-recorded. So I had to get back off and do what I had to do. So good morning, everybody. Good morning, ladies.
Morning.
How you doing? Jojo, can you see me? I'm kind of dark here. Like,
I can see you.
all these things in the studio. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Let's share the live. Can you guys see it now on your pages?
I can see it.
Okay.
I got to connect my page for some reason. I don't know.
Yes, I don't know, for some reason you went off and
It's
okay, but good morning. This is your girl Muku Oluma Agu, and I'm honored to be here. This is the Table Talk, and it's a blessed and fruitful Saturday morning. A very cold morning in the Twin City, the home of the Minnesota Vikings, the state of 10,000 lakes mosquitoes. So we say welcome everybody, and I pass it over to Jojo and Honey Bunch.
Good morning, friends, family. Welcome to the Table Talk, where we talk about everything respectfully. And welcome again. This is your girl, Jojo, the Fearless Queen.
Good morning. Good morning. It is a beautiful day, despite it being very, very cold. But we're alive and we just give God the glory. Welcome. Come, let's discuss.
So guys, what's up? What's new? What's around here? What's new? What's his name? Rufus Divine gonna join us, and maybe Anthony Suarez gonna join us as well. So we give shout out to Anthony for creating our preview videos. And Anthony, we say thank you. We really do appreciate your kindness and kind gesture. So we are happy to have that, and I know we're going to have more to come out this 2024. We want you guys to know our platform is not just to sit down and yap. We have good plans in store for the Table Talk and our people around the world. So Josephine, anything new? What's up? I know you are basketball mom, you are soccer mom, and Princess is home. And everything I can imagine, the joy that you feel right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy she's here, especially right in the time when I was, not feeling well. She came and picked up the pieces, so I'm really glad because she do a lot of the stuff for me too. She helped me a lot, but I still let her to be, enjoy her moment so. But actually, I have not read it because I was sick lately. I didn't see a lot. I didn't see, I don't know if there is drama going on or not.
Mm.
Something came on the screen. If I take it off, I hope it doesn't turn me, pull me off.
No, that's just Honey Bunch trying to get back on, I think. One
No,
of
it,
her
it, it's covered the
babies.
screen. I can't see it.
I'm about to move it. Yeah, okay, there you go. Can you see it now?
No, there's something just the screen. Yeah, I tried to. Okay, it's off now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm happy today too. My boys got game. Thank God this one is starting later on this afternoon. The other one is tomorrow all day. So I mean, I'm a lady who don't have a day off, and I'm happy doing it. It's not easy. It's not like I don't need help. I would love to have help. And again, I do have help from some of the parents, but I'm happy doing it until because the moment when Latavina is in college now, I miss out of the things. So let's do the talk. Honey bun, what's
Yes,
going on?
Honey Bunch.
Nothing much, I really wasn't up to the Christmas spirit. But then I woke up this morning. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna be the Grinch. I'm like, I rebuked that. So I got up and I started to grab my decorations. I started to do, you see, above me a little bit. So after the talk, I'm gonna get into the festive mood. So yeah.
Yes, and happy
About the
holiday, everybody. Happy holiday.
about the Christmas, my kids, it's been like 2 years that they don't want Christmas stuff decorated in the house or whatever. They're like okay with that. They still want that gifts and other thing, but I don't know. They feel like maybe they think the Christmas tree is just to make the kids, the little kids excited or something. But we just don't. When they told me like 3 years ago, I put a tree, it's to be me just excited. They were like, "We told you." I did it again. We told you. I was like, "Okay, I'm
You
gonna
know,
let it go."
somebody
So
somebody had a post up this week, and I saw that post, but I really disagree with that post. They said that, oh my God, we spoil these kids so much till we don't even know blah 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 about Christmas present. Then I said to myself, I said, no, for me, I don't spoil my kids. I don't ask them, what do you want? Because these kids are not, they are not children that will say, oh, let me consider this, let me consider that. They will request something that is so maybe beyond your expenditure limit or whatever. And I was telling them, I wrote a comment, I said, no, I don't. I said, I get them what I can afford, only when they are a teenager, because a lot of times our teenagers, they want to go shopping, and stuff like that, or they want a specific stuff. Because a teenager, if you go and get something for them, if they don't like it, they will not wear it, they will not even accept it, they will take it to not make you feel bad, but just forget it, your money go to waste. I said, but I'll buy whatever. I make them to understand that Santa is not real. Mommy works so hard for the money to buy these things. So what are you guys coming for with Santa, Santa, Santa? So they know that your parents work hard for this. So for me, I disagree with that comment, and I don't support the kids get, and that's a blessing. We don't even have the Christmas tree up yet, and they don't even care about it.
for
They
me,
don't
I do ask. I ask my kids what they want. If it
care.
is way above me, I will tell
I
them, "Hey,
tell
let's
them.
compromise. Let's come out to so and so because I wanted
Mhm,
to be happy with that gift." And
mhm,
this year, just yesterday, I ended up giving them their Christmas money.
mhm,
I asked them what they wanted. They were going way beyond. We talk about it. We think about
mhm.
two artists, and those artists are expensive.
Oh
Not that they
yeah.
would be below $100. So,
Mhm,
and what they wanted to do, I let them do what they want to do. I cash out them their money, and they will buy the stuff and let it come in, and let me
mhm.
see what it is. And then,
Yes.
I try to
Eh,
let at this age, I just let them pick what they want. And sometimes if I want to surprise them with something, even though I give
yes.
them the Christmas money,
Mhm,
I will go and buy something on the side and idea I will give it. If I can, I let it go and just go buy the Christmas gift they want. But it already, the play, I just, this time we talk about things. It's kind of hard, but we talk about it.
yeah, so Honey Bunch, like we said, we have an open conversation, and we talking about what example are we setting for our children, and What example are we setting for our children? But before then, this is the table talk. We have an open conversation. There's anything new that we need to know or talk about, because when you see the comment, I know we don't get so involved in politics, but we this I don't think I consider what I put up here is politics, because that's our nation, Liberia. We're not talking about Unity Party. We're not talking about CDC. We're not talking about, I don't even know the different parties in Liberia because it's so much. But we are talking about Liberia, where we watch on the internet. Our leaders are cussing each other. Our leaders are using my cause in the House of Representatives. And I mean, it's just going on. So my thing is that, what are we teaching our children in our nation as leaders? You understand? We say, oh, our Liberian children, and they know everything, they don't learn. But the children see these things happening in Liberia. Our leaders are not setting an example, good example. Even us parents, let's talk about parenting in America. We as parents, what are we teaching our kids? We find our mothers on social media and using all the bad words, cussing, beefing, cussing children and stuff. So this is our question. What are the examples are we setting for our children when it comes from Liberia, Africa at large, the USA and stuff like that? So, let's dive into our conversation, and let us share, invite, and, put out followers, and, let's go on. And honey, there's anything
Yes.
new? I know you've been doing your training. You ain't see anything on the internet. I don't even want to talk about Richmond CCT. I just exhausted with them.
Girl,
I
to
saw
be honest
something
with you,
about SATA.
to
Oh,
be
yeah.
to be honest with you, I've barely been on Facebook. You would not believe it. I'm gonna start catching up today after this live, and after I get done cleaning up and stuff around here. But um, I mean, there are so many things, so many things that it's just going on, and it's like, what are our younger generation? What are they gathering from
Mhm.
all of these things? Because what people fail to realize, based on your way of life, based on your actions and your deeds, these things are going to fall onto your children's children. So,
Mhm.
what are you there to? Because as parents, we are the biggest mentors, right? We have to be the one to set the stage for our children to follow, like the Bible says, train up a child in the way that he should go, so when they're older will not depart from it. So many children hear their parents, their mom and their dads on social media cussing one another, cussing other people, trying to prove a point. What are you trying to prove a point on? When you know your truths, right? You know what you stand for. You're supposed to just let God be the judge and keep it moving, and stop validating everyone's opinion around here. Because trust me, the opinion of anyone does not make who I am. I make myself, God first, and me. I don't
Mhm.
I don't depend on anyone to make me. So if we can have that mentality, we will be able to do the right things that our children will see and admire us, and try to emulate those ways in their own life, making sure that they are, building their lives and their relationship with God first above all, and then trying to make life for themselves, that they will be positive leaders for tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, you see, I saw a little bit about SATA. I learned, the SATA about training on the thing here. I saw something on TikTok today that her husband is in Liberia, and I saw the picture where he's having a dinner with her, whether it's a family member, whatever, by calling to whoever post it says he was sitting with a girl, one of his girl, his new girl, or whatever it was. But and then they had SATA. It was just a fun thing, anyways. But anyways, when it comes to the children, it comes to our children, we have to be very careful, because a lot of the time, some parents think what they tell the children, that's what the children should go by. But the children also watch what we do. They go majority of the time on what we do. So we have to be very, very careful. Like me, who on social media, on this blue app, when I'm posting something, or when I'm saying something or doing something on social media, no matter whether I'm mad or trying to express myself, or I'm going to, express myself to someone, whatever it is, I always think about it before going on. Is this something that I don't want my children to see? Is it something that if they see it, I would not be proud of, or I would be ashamed about it? I question myself about it all the time. So everything that I put on social media, I think about it before I put it on. I don't mind because these children, no matter how we monitor their phone or whatever, they still get along with their friends. Then they can use their friends' phone and get on other social media. No matter what we do, the children know how to get around it. So, I'm very careful what I put on. So everything that I put on, no matter what some people would think of me, like what Honey said, no matter what people think of you. And it's not like some of us are perfect. We all are not perfect. But whatever I post on Facebook, no matter what people think of me or no matter what people say about me, I'm okay with my children seeing it or whatever I say. So we have to be very careful with the words that come out of our mouth. The way we use, when you want your kid to stay out there and describe somebody about their body part or how a lady a bottom part look like. Would I want my children to say that? Since I don't want my children to say that, I don't want to say that, and I'm not speaking for other people, but I'm speaking that with my style of parenting, I feel like since I know in my home there's no swearing, absolutely no, not even here sitting. We call here sitting in our home cursing. We don't even use the word curse. We say you swear or they said a bad word or something. As much as Tabina is big or whatever, maybe if she do it behind me, I don't know. But what I know is what I know is what I'm speaking about. So we have to be very, very careful what we do, even when it comes to relationship. How you bring people in the home, the kind of friends you bring. When they come in the home, what you talk about, how many people come in and out, the people that visit you, what they do, how they drink, how they smoke, you got to be very, very careful, because if you don't want your kids to do such thing, you don't want to do it in front of them. And I understand, like, I wanted to say something about the swimsuit. I posted my picture of the swimsuit. Somebody wrote underneath the picture and said, the picture, you say, they say, oh, I always admire you, especially when you post the gospel things and other things. But the picture that you post is it, what is it? They say, is it glorifying God? That was the word they used to me. It said glorifying God. And I was like, oh my God, this person had taken it to a whole nother level. The picture I post, I'm somebody who will not hide things in the corner. There are people who will go on the beach and wear a swimsuit and keep the picture there. What's the difference? You wore whatever you wore. People say I'm the person who I would just whatever I do, I will put it out. So I will on the beach, I will swimsuit. Of course, I will post my picture on vacation. That's what I do. And and I told I said, what, if anything, I'm causing you not to glorify God, you can hit the delete button. But I'm just saying it's not like, oh, I'm saying, oh, yes, I'm perfect or whatever. It's just me. And when I post it, and I don't, my children know they're okay with that, whatever. But we all parenting differently. Some people say, yeah, I will cause it for my children, but they need not to say it. But we just have to be very, very careful. Like I said, the things you don't want. If I don't want Princess Savina to wear swimsuit, I better not wear swimsuit and post it out there. So we have to be very careful.
Let me come in with that. I hate when people judge people on little things. And I remember the first time you posted your swimsuit and people were talking and whatever. And I asked the question, this is a beach wear. It's for the beach. You should wear turtleneck on the beach. You should wear jeans trouser on the beach. Let me tell you something. I know the Bible says, judge not that you be judged, right? And even if we're rebuking each other, we should rebuke in love. The things that's supposed to really bother us Liberian people, it does not. What's supposed to be bothering us were two little young girls kissing each other and having sexual intercourse with each other. These are the things we're supposed to raise awareness on when we see on social media, most especially Liberians. I don't see the need. I went to Ghana. I was on the beach at my pool. I had as it was. I wore my swimsuit. I don't care. Swimsuit was meant to be worn and worn on the beach. You are not revealing your private part. You are covered up. You're not revealing your breast not hanging, your nipples not hanging. And these people that do these things go to their houses, just take their remote control and put it on. The first thing that pops up will be porn. They're washing. Will be porn. So we need to try and focus on the things that matters. the things that matters. If you feel you got a big, beautiful body, you want to wear your swimsuit, wear your swimsuit. I remember the first time Jojo posted her swimsuit, it was she and her significant other that traveled, and he approves it. And he admired her in it at the time. So what's the big deal here? I don't really see what's wrong with it. We need to focus on things that would be of benefit to our children and our children. We need to stop going on social media and supporting people who say and cuss, castigate each other, bring children down, children who are mentally ill or special need children. These are the people we're supposed to reach out to and say, listen to me. I don't think it's necessary or it's okay for you to talk about children, the blessings that God gave them. I think that's why we're supposed to focus on.
And I understand some of the party come from the world, like, okay, if you wear it on the beach, don't you post it on social media?
Why?
My question there is, who am I hiding from? Men?
If you're not a girl looking at you on the beach.
Because if I wore it on that beach, girl already seen it. And other people were on the beach, they saw me. So I know some of the people, I know a lot of people who say they're Christian and talk against it. I know that they wear the swimsuit. I am a witness of it, but they will not post the picture. But what makes you different from me if you think it's bad? I'm the person who just post stuff like that. I don't hide. I'm not. If I don't hide from God, I'm not hiding from no man. I am not hiding from no man. I was on the beach. You will never see me in church wearing something where split it. I won't do that. But when I'm on the beach, anywhere I am, I will take a picture and post it. So why am I on the beach and take a picture? I can post it. But if I go to church, I can post it. And I understand about the thing. But hey, if the world we live in now, if you're going to follow my body and you think you can, a man can stand here, be passing away, dip knocking in front of him, I don't care. And it depends on how much you think about that person making that will cause you to sin. And I know don't think can make people to sin, and I understand it though, but it is what it is. Honey.
So let's welcome our viewer here. Then Honey Bunch can come on. We got Dr. Anthony Soiree, and again, we did acknowledge you when you was not on. We acknowledge you. We say thank you so much for our beautiful preview video. The ladies love
you.
We love it. We say thank you. We really do appreciate you. And Jojo, when you were not on last week, you were sick on behalf of the table talk. I always putting myself in trouble first. We are going to donate 5 bags of rice to the charity of Faswa Charity. I think if you watch the clip, which of course Dr. Soiree runs that. And I called him yesterday to find out how much for 1 bag of rice so I can send him the money he's going to find out, because I don't buy rice. I thought he can buy a box of rice. I can't buy rice because I don't already, buy it with rice. So
I think the box of rice is different on that side, right?
Yeah,
so you have to know how much the price is.
Yeah, I'm talking about the 50 bags, 50 pounds, right, honey? I don't know if the 50 pounds. So yes.
How much is it? How much for a bag?
I don't know.
I think I heard that people go to the Freeport and buy, but I don't know the price.
I think they're saying $25 for a bag of rice over there.
Yeah, I'm talking about
Yeah, it's the same. Rice is expensive.
If it's over there, I mean, you're giving it to people in Liberia or here?
He ships to Liberia. His next container is going in July. So we donate the rice to him here, and then he ship it to Africa.
Oh, okay.
So we say welcome, welcome all I want to honey Indian followers. Welcome. God bless you, woman of God. You are welcome. And Taku, we say hey. He say hey. How are you guys doing? We are doing well. And of course, the bias will have to put his option. This is an open conversation. So, Honey Bunch, you the social worker, if you can help to read that and address it.
Y'all better be grateful because I share this platform. I think I shared it to like 10.
No, we love it
already.
No,
and that's
grateful. We love it.
There's so many people in so far watching. But anyways, we just give, like I said, I don't know what Tobasi is saying. In my opinion, child support and income tax benefits have torn Black American families apart, and the same is happening in our Liberian communities around the world. In conclusion, I believe if two people bring a child into the world, they should both be equally responsible for the child. Remember the doctrine of fairness and equality. Thank you.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know if we went into the support, but I think it because it's an open discussion, so
And we're
people can.
talking, and we're talking about example because I think a lot of times parents be fighting over the thing about their children, and stuff like that. So yeah. Hmm. Go ahead, honey bunch.
That's one to be me. Um, yeah, I mean, in a way he is right. When it comes to and it's about that time in America. Starting December 31st, people will be getting their tax return and starting to go and file those taxes and you see many a times the women many of times the women have the upper hand when it comes to filing taxes. Why? Because especially here in the state of Minnesota, Minnesota is all about kids and women. Oh my God, this
And older people.
and but majority, yeah, the seniors, but majority, if you go into resources and stuff like that, you will see a lot of mothers and children. They have so many resources for them. Being that I am now in the system where I'm able to understand and see exactly how things are going, I'm like, wow. Even doing my training, a lot of my fellow social workers to be like, yeah, this county got a lot of resources. It's all about women and children. I say yes, because we want to make sure our children are safe. We want to make sure our women are well established and can be able to you know um, be responsible enough to take care of their children. So we having to provide them with resources. And I mean resources when it comes to housing, when it comes to food, when it comes to cash, when it comes to job, when it comes to anything and everything. And as a service worker, or a child protective worker, you have to make sure that these women are even capable. So it's a lot of things. I mean, you would not be dismayed when you when you actually get into the system to see how it works. You'd be like, wow. But they do try. But in reality, is we the people that are allowing these things to happen. Because let me tell you something, before a child is taken out of a home, they have given you many, 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 many
Yes.
opportunities to fix your life. You understand? And some people have struggles. They struggle. They are struggling with addictions. They are struggling with, less family support. I mean, you would never understand or live in someone else's shoes until you get into the system and you start to engage with all kinds of family before you be like, wow. Thank you, God. You will even tell God, thank you. Say if you are a single mother, you say, God, thank you. At least I'm a single mother. I'm able to still, provide for my children. But some of those mothers aren't able. And yes, Tabasi, what you saying is, is true. Child support is another thing. And I mean, let's just say this. When it comes to child support, no one should make you take care of your children.
Mhm.
No one should
Yep.
make you as a man to support your children. It is your God's given duty. When he created the world, he says, man, you are the caretaker. I mean, not the caretaker, you are the provider. You are the one to make sure that the things on this earth are running the way God intended for it to be. But guess what? The devil stepped in. But still, you once you lay down with a woman, you should know that, okay, there's a possibility of this woman becoming pregnant, right? And when she comes to tell you I'm pregnant, step up. Even if you do not want to marry her, step up, because I know some women too will also trap a man, because when they want a man, they'll say, oh, he got money, okay, I better get pregnant for him. And that's the worst thing you can do to yourself as a woman, because if it's not meant to be, a child would never make it to be. That's just honest
Yep.
opinion. That a child would never make it to be. So we just need to, do our thing. And women, and one thing, let me say about to our sisters, to my fellow sisters. um, Yesterday I sat in a court, with a young girl, and the count, she's battling mental illness as well as addiction, right? And then there's the absentee. The father is called the absentee. So the absentee is he's in rehab himself, and it's already caused a rift. I'm sitting there, and the mother of the children do not even want the father to be involved in the court. And for people that have that negative mindset about child protection workers, I'm here to tell you that's a myth, because now we are doing everything possible to keep children in their homes. Nobody wants to take a child outside of their home, especially if you are doing everything you need to do, to make your children healthy at home, right? So we are also encouraging the fathers. Like, there are some vindictive mothers. I kid you not. There are some vindictive mothers. Those mothers that just wanted to be up on there and their kids, and they don't want the father to be involved. They would do anything to turn the kids away from their father, bring that rift, try to bring that to, a conflicted relationship with fathers and children. Is the wrong thing to do. But we would not do that, because now we are reaching out to the fathers, because the fatherly role in the home is important. A fatherly role in a child's life is very important, be it their fathers or not. And that's why we as mothers, even if we have remarried, we make sure the men that we are married to will be that support also to our children. Not just there because they want you as the mother, they want your body, but then they are not paying attention to your children. Or even if they're there, they are causing abuse to happen to your children, where if it's either physical or sexual. So we have a lot of things, and I'm so glad, guys, that I have a different mindset, because like I said, you will never know someone else's shoes until you see it, until you live it. You apply that empathy as well, because as a woman, it can happen to any one of us. You think you marry a good man and you don't know. You go to work, he's doing all kinds of things. So, and vice versa, even when it comes to a man marrying a really bad woman. So we just need to, and Tobias, thank you for bringing up that thing. We just need to, thanks for bringing up that point. But we just need to know that as Black families, we need to do more. We have to support one another. Mothers, even if the man left you for another woman, don't hold that against the children. Because you think you're doing it against the man, you are doing it against your own children. You are causing mental tension. You are even causing mental illness because of certain things that will happen in a child's life. It will make them to mentally not be right. So we have to be very careful. If the relationship did not work, it didn't work for a reason, because it was never meant to be in the beginning. But at the same time, have that flexibility of where you are going to encourage your children to be involved with their fathers.
Throw light. Let me throw light on that as well. You see, a lot of us women around here, we feel that if a marriage or a relationship does not work and we still want these men, we use our children against them, and which is wrong. 99% of the time, if you see a woman take a guy for child support, it's because they are not together and they want to be spicy. They want to be spicy. If a man is with another woman, oh, you will see how much you will get out of him. I will take you for child support. Y'all will pay child support. Sometimes a lot of our sisters out there do these things because they want to revenge, or they do it out of anger, and because they don't have the man or the opportunity to the man anymore. So the news, the children, like you said, against the other parent, the other parent. And I would tell you, it's vice versa. There are women who are paying child support to men in this country.
Excuse me, Moko, please share the link, because I see Abraham Alobi, he wants to come on and give his input. So if we can put the link.
Okay, I'll put the link. And tell him not to comment in the private. Let him comment right on the show.
Well, he's commenting. I can read everything. He's commenting on the
all right, it's right there. The link is right there. Anybody who wants to join. So yes, we become very spicy and do these things to our brothers. And we know that when it comes to child support in this country, it's nothing to play with. Child support, if you're not in the position to pay that child support, it does a lot of things to you in this country. They will feel that you default and you just don't want to do it. They suspend your license. They even take your passport passport or your status. You even go to jail for child support in this country. It's nothing to play with. So our sister got to be very, very careful how we treat our exes and how we treat our children or our child's father and how we treat our children or our child's mother as well. Because it's vice versa. I know a man who's fighting a woman to pay child support. And some men can really lie against you. And if a woman is not inclined, intelligent, or educated or illiterate to be able to defend herself, she end up being a victim as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and with the child, with the care, I know right now we're aiming more, the single parents. But I also want to talk about this with the parents that are in a home. A lot of the time, sometimes the children in the home, only one parent rather involved in the children's lives, which is so bad. And I know there are a lot of women that majority of the time there are a lot of men that are not in their children's lives. And the women, most of the women try to really cover it up. But even no matter how you cover it up from your friends or the social media or whatever you want to do, these children grow up in a whole different way. Because they know their dad now. Sometimes they don't even want to ask their dad or their mom who not in their life. Because they feel like, why am I asking for? Why am I telling for? They got parents in the home, they don't even know what happening in their child's school, what activities they go in. They got parents that got children and never even allow the children to take part in any activities because they want to do double and they will not be able to carry the kids. We are taking away everything away from our kids. Right now with this generation, with everything that we never had, why can't we try our best to give the best to our children so tomorrow they can be able to give it to their children and their children's children? Now you see some parents, and there was a child I was talking to, that know my kids. The kids, you say, I like that you're entertaining. One of my kids asked, but why you want to play? Say, because my parents will not allow me to. They say to work a lot, they don't have the time. You just throw that kid growing up away. I know we are busy, but one of the things we shouldn't forget about our children. We brought these children on this earth. What do you think you did it by mistake? Having killing joy is not mistake. Two of you decided to do it together. So if you guys at this time, they have a lot of things for you to do to prevent yourself. So if you decide not to prevent yourself and you go into something like that, it is a big possibility that you guys will have babies. So in the home, they got a lot of married homes. And it feels like single homes because the parents are not involved, they're not helping, they're not doing nothing. How the children go to school, how they make their grades, nothing there, and make it even worse if that relationship end up breaking up. That is even worse, or with parents, like I'm speaking again to some of the parents who, I'm not saying you should get your children in so many things, but let the children pick one or two things. Your compromise and miss stuff. But for your children to be begging you, man, can I just play basketball? Or can I? No. I can't wait to do. I can't play. You just take away everything from the kids. Like you never know where that will take the kids. And sometimes those things bring behaviors. Those things bring misunderstanding. Those things bring disrespect. It can make them even not make that grace because they feel like, what did I do wrong that I can't live as a child? I can't, so we have to be very, very careful no matter how we want to do the double here, because some of the parents here know that they cannot really afford a house and they still forced to prove it to other people and get a house where the mortgage is so hard, or they cannot afford living in a community or that apartment. They end up getting that bill, or they cannot afford that car. They get a car that the car payment is $700 or $800. Then because of that, you deny your kids of the support they're supposed to get. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
Good morning.
Good morning, Abraham.
No, Anthony. So, but before Anthony come into to do himself, and then another thing, our points are right when it comes to in the house parenting, right? Let's even talk about the absent parent, the non-resident parent. Let's talk about that as well. You know, a lot of our men, our sisters, like we said, don't want the father to be involved with his or his children because maybe they had a brutal breakup or because the man don't want to be with her no more. He moved on, so we women, we try to keep our kids away from the father. But then when you come to think about it, there are a lot of our brothers here who are non-resident fathers who are paying child support. They feel because they are paying $200 or $100 every 2 weeks from their paycheck, they feel it's too much. So they don't want to do anything anymore for the children. And then they don't want to be involved with the children. But I want to urge our brothers out there that has children or a child by another woman who is not your wife, your significant other, or don't live in the home. If we look at these basketball stars, let's talk about Kevin Durant. You see, when he was how you can call it, drafted, and he was giving his speech, did that boy ever mention my father? No. What did he say? Mommy, you are the real MVP. Because we know a mother will never abandon her children unless she has a mental problem. And secondly, let's talk about Shaquille O'Neal. His father abandoned him. When he became somebody today, what happened? His father wanted to come in his life. We see all these things around here. But I want you guys to know, my brothers out there, be it a Liberian or Africa at large, Americans, whatever. If you have a child and you and this parent not together, let me tell you one thing you can do. Call that mother, make peace. Oh, what Malika has appointment today? Does Malika have homework today? Oh, he has to go to the library. Okay, this is my schedule. Mother, try and build a relationship with your children's father or your child's father, because 99% of the time we are the problem. We are the problem. And the Bible says, smooth was drive away wrath. I don't care how the breakup is. If you approach or go to that person, your child father, you can settle. Oh, listen, oh, today your child got basketball game. Are you going to come pick it? Oh, man, I beg you are working today. Oh. Your co-parent and see the difference when that child become a man or a woman tomorrow and see what happens. You will not be in the position to say, the man are pointing her heart against me, or the partner pointing her heart against me. Oh, no, 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 it won't happen. So let us stand and co-parent. And I want woman made that child, and I want man made that child, even though the main responsibility should be 25%, and we the women 25%. Guess what? Because the man was the one that can't enjoy the sex first, and he the one put the tea and the egg king, the baby was born. So this is just my advice.
Buku, let me make a point here, because even we know as married couples, there are times where it's always the woman. Everything, especially when it comes to the African heritage, it's like the woman. She assumes, she takes care of a lot of things, even when it comes to the kids' well-being, the kids' social life, the kids' spiritual life, the kids' whatever life, because the fathers most of the time they're always absent. They are always absent, especially that man that cheats. A man that is he practices infidelity. He's always going out there with his girlfriends. And let me tell you something. Us as African kids growing up, a lot of children saw those things in their homes. You would just see your dad for a brief moment, and the next day you have not seen your dad for 1 day, 2 days, and then when he comes back, it's a conflict in the home, or it's a lot of that. So it's very important that when a husband and wife together, as the Bible clearly states, that man should bring his family to the Lord. That man is there to be that comfort, that peace, that love, to see his family. He has to unite his family, right? So how can children who are in married homes or marital homes, feel like so kind of like even isolated from other kids who have single families? Because why? They are not getting that love. They are not being nurtured by both parents. It is always the mothers, and that's when you see some children, they are always about the mothers, never the fathers, because the father is always absent. Even when the father is in the home, he'll say, y'all go to your mom. Y'all go to your mom.
I was just about to say that.
Go to your mom. Go to your mom. Oh, Dad, these children are hearing y'all go to your mom. The mom is doing everything. Can you not find time, sit down, call, especially when you have a son, even a daughter, call each of those children one-on-one. As a father, you are your daughter's first love. You are the first man that your daughter sees. And what she sees you doing, she's going to think that, it's good or bad. Let's say if she sees you as a father abusing her mother, she's going to think that is the only way, right? That's how she should get a man, to be an abuser. So she think that is a norm. That's a normal thing to do. Right. So even if a man that comes in her life, when she starts to get an adult, she will feel like abuse is the only way. Do you know how many children are traumatized?
Like our guests a little chance though. Don't forget, we got guests.
Let me finish my no one's, they can always come in. So how many people have to, now you just took me off my thought, you Jojo, but
sorry,
I'm sure these guests will be able to come in whenever they can. So it's
very, no, but you know what made me to say that he was supposed to come in, and Muku said, check him a minute, let me say, then once Muku finish, and you go on, and then we just have to respect when we put the guests on, we check out and sit in there. That's why I just want to
ask and stuff. And I see Linda here has that point that I'm trying to stress. They are absent in the kids' life, and they think because they take care of the
honey, if I don't see, honey, 1 minute, if I don't see or comment, just post the comment, please. Yeah.
They think that because they are taking care of the home, they got the roof over their head, they have bought everything. Material things are not anything. Those, we just need to be worried about the necessities, everything else, but you should also be there emotionally. Look, let me tell you, your emotional well-being is one of the best things you can ever do for yourself, because when you're emotionally stable, your spiritual life will also be stable, as well as your physical. So all of those things come together, and I'm appealing to fathers, be involved. Don't just sit on the couch when it's time for a football game. That's why I love my husband. I will give that man his flowers while he's alive every day till the day God calls one of us. That man, in fact, I was sitting here, I would be the one telling my daughter, hey, go to your father, because he bathes them, he cooks for them. Sometimes I'm even at work. He said, at church, he would say, look, I already finished cooking food. Come and eat. I said, babe, thank you for taking that responsibility off of me. I mean, it's that flexibility. It's that thing that couple know that, okay, if my wife is out there working hard and I'm home, let me make sure I do what I need to do. Let me be engaged with the kids. So when you have that kind of a person in your life, give God the glory and cherish that person. Okay, because they are one of a kind. You can't find them. I finish.
Yep. Thank you so much. Thanks. Good morning to everybody. How you guys doing?
Good morning, Anthony.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I like the topic this morning. I'm a father. I'm one of those fathers who is very involved with my kids. I do a lot of things. I spend more time home with my kids, my family.
And I'm a testimony to that.
Yeah. When it comes to taking care of my children, I'm there and having fun with them, making TikTok videos, exercising together. I'm more involved with my children, and I see that to be very healthy for the children. There are so many fathers who are unreliable, unfaithful, and they are always on the move. They never spend time in the house. You got the wife, she's working, she comes home, she will not rest. She has to make food for the children. And then is getting a feedback?
No, go ahead. Yeah, from somebody else. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Yeah. And the woman comes home from work, she has to do other things for the children while you have that father sitting in the chair watching football, basketball, or soccer. We have to prioritize our time when it comes to our children. We need to give our time to the children, because the children want to spend more time with us, and they want to learn from us. You have to be there to empower them. Spiritually, morally, socially, you have to empower your kids because your kids looking at you as that person, and God made you the priest of the home. So you have a responsibility to take care of your children. If you don't do it, God is going to hold you responsible. There's a song that was made by Temptations in, I think, 1972, and it's called Papa Was a Rolling Stone, or Papa is a Rolling Stone. There are lots of Rolling Stone Papa nowadays,
Yes.
you know. And what the song is saying that it's a metaphor. It's saying that a Rolling Stone Papa is somebody who is unreliable, unfaithful, and never stayed one place. Today he's here, tomorrow he's another place. Tomorrow he's traveling. Whether the wife is working, nobody to take the kids to the school, he doesn't care. But he's hanging out with his friends. He's on the soccer field from 10 o'clock in the morning to 7 p.m. and then he gets home, the kids are maybe sleeping and ready for school the next day. He's not helping the kids to get their homework done, nothing. You know, as a father, you have to be there. Even if you have a female child, all right, aren't you supposed to see how this kid dresses to go to school? If the mother is not around, you want to make sure that she dresses well and she steps out there to represent the family and your faith. If you are a Christian, or mostly you want this child to project that image of what your belief system is. So I'm admonishing fathers today, you know, spend time with your kids. Even if the wife is unreasonable or your ex is unreasonable, she posts child support on you and she try to go to certain extent that she doesn't want you to see the children. Network with pastors in the community, network with other people, connect with other people and say, look, I want to spend time with my children. This woman is creating, you know, roadblocks for me so I can spend time with my children. It's not healthy for the children. One parent raising a child is a challenge, you know, because we all have weaknesses. Where I'm weak, my wife is going to come in. Where my wife is weak, I'm going to come in. You see? So, I mean, this goes out to all men out there. Take your kids to basketball practice, like Belinda was saying. Take the kids to basketball practice. Get them into activities. If you can't put them into activities because you don't have the money, start making some videos with your children. Do educational videos. Do other things that will empower your children. That's my position.
That's nice. That's nice, you know, and then even to see a man coming up and we having a witness that you are well involved in your kids' life. You know, I just want to tell you thank you and continue doing that, because you don't want there are some parents, some children that their parents passed, that they're not living like my 3 children, father passed. They know that father passed. But for you to be alive and be dead in your children's life, that's a whole curse. That you will carry some curse with you because the Lord entrusted you with the kids. But anyway, it's either Rufus come on or we read some of the comments
Rufus,
before we
go
go to
ahead.
Rufus, whatever. Okay.
Let Rufus go ahead.
It's good to be back here. You know, it's important we talk about these things because it has to do with our daily
Rufus,
activities.
excuse me. You see what we're talking about? I have trained her. Her mother and I trained her. You see what she did for me this morning?
Breakfast, you see?
Yeah. I don't have to ask her. And she's 14 years old. She knows how to cook, you know? Yeah.
Blessing.
So you guys join me.
Blessing.
Yeah, give it up.
Blessing. Oh, we want more of a man like you in this world.
You're blessed.
I give you the plus, Matthias.
I give it up to Daddy.
More of a man like you.
Daddy has transformed. Daddy, I mean, I give it up. You know, if a man is in your life and in the life of his children, give it up to them. Yes, give it up.
Yes.
To them. Yeah.
Especially when they're not his, and that man is just there.
Yes.
And that's one thing that made me to say yes to my husband. I will be open. My kids said, Mom, I have not seen you smile like this for a long time, Mom. This is who you should marry. This person really loves you. And I'm like, then I started to pay more attention. And everything those little kids said till this day, it has never changed. My
They pay
husband,
attention. The kids pay attention. They
we have
pay
to, we have,
very clean attention. Be
yes,
very careful what your children say. They
yes,
see sign, and I
yes.
would say, if I will remain single, I will hold up to it. If I can't get what I deserve, I would rather be single.
Yeah.
I'm not, even if I start it and I see it's not, I'm going out.
Put it
I
up.
am
Yes.
not, look, my peace of mind count. It don't even matter for me to walk out of something. I don't even look at it like nothing. Relationship, walking out of it, I don't even care. Once I can't get what I deserve as a woman and my children, I'm out. So I will look at it very keenly and be very careful. And I'm happy. I would rather, no woman want to be single. I don't want to be single, but I want to be married and happy. I don't want to marry and live single. If I have to be married and live single, then let me
And you
just stay
rather be
single.
single and live single. Exactly.
Rufus, go ahead.
Yeah, I must say thanks so kindly for the opportunity as always. And this is very important. And some of us will find ourselves in the topic under discussion, but we want to look at it from another standpoint, most especially when it comes to stepchildren. Stepmothers, they always have a name, most especially when it comes to the opposite side. They say, oh, the stepmom, steppa didn't get good name. But what if you try to build a relationship, but with that child, right, or those children, and they seem not to be, cooperative. They seem to be very put out of rule behavior. And when it comes to response of the mother, she more like, have some because you mothers, you have your children at the vein of your heart, the one that pumps the blood and transfer the blood to others. So it becomes an issue. So you, the dad, you try to create an environment where the children will be free to interact, they will be free to express themselves on issues. But when you come up with a disciplinary measure, they look at you to be bad. For my own kids, right? I always say to my oldest daughter, Favor always say to me, even she and her mom have very serious issues when it comes to my business. That child, she was a year and a half when her mother had the time to go somewhere, and she left the child with me, and the little girl, I passed her on to my mother, my sisters. They were like grooming her. So she built that relationship with me. And I always made her to understand that, look, Favor, come what may, you're a girl child. These are things that you need to do. These are things that you are not to do. Even when it comes to interaction with friends. I instill that kind of discipline to the extent, even right now she's with her mother. When it comes to me, I don't know how to term it. She goes all out for my business than her mother. I don't know why. Because of the relationship we've built. There are times in which
Yep.
the mom say, why every time that only your pa, she say, but my pa, that my pa. That's one of my pa is my father. And more to that, he I spend more time with my dad than even you, the mom. She have that bloodline that is so taker to me than the mother. I said, why are you doing this? She said, one of the things I've come to realize, Ologa, she turned 14 next year. She said, I've come to realize that regardless of your status, you still do what is required for you to do for me. You
That's
go
what we're
on
talking about.
denying yourself. Ologa, 14 years old, 13 years old, turning 14. You go against your will to get me to school. You go against your will to provide those things that are required for me. So I feel that love more than my mother. I say, wow, no, you need to develop or share the love with your mother because she bore you and she cares about you. But to what he was saying, that environment is so welcoming, and I'm always appreciate him. I would love to get your recipe. I know that recipe. I both can call it the strategy you apply, most especially for us who
Yeah.
have children from the outside, and
Yeah.
we our from so it's a mission. So it becomes so. That's why I always say to parents, let us now make the children feel that they are not ours.
Yeah.
They are not from our bloodline, so that means they are not ours. We should cater to them like we cater to our own belly bone. So when
Yeah.
you create in the environment where the both outside coming under one roof, seeing each other as brothers and sisters, it resonates. The both parents will feel very happy having that relationship built amongst the children. I can tell you for free, my father had 14 children. My father had 14 children. And my mother and my dad met when he had his first two set of children. I tell you, all of the children my dad had outside, and my mom made it possible. She brought all of us under one roof. And as we are grown now, no one until we tell you say, "Nama, mama born a person." Before you get to know that it wasn't our mother who born the person. So that motherly love, she cut across. And our dad was one person. He doesn't take side when it comes to they want that my other point, the other one. No, 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 no. So those things we learn it. That's why I say the parents, you lay the foundation so that the children can whatever you the parent go about doing, the children see. So they grow up with it. So if you are there doing some sneaky things, yeah, you act on the outside that you so much love them, but in the closet, you take your own and make them more satisfied than the others. It brings in that rift. It brings in because the children they themselves can talk to. Yeah. So they want to know how you got this thing. And that child won't love to hold back. They will say, oh, that my dad got it for me, or that my mom got it for me. So it is us as parents to play that twin mother role or that twin parent role wherein we have no segregation amongst the children. Whether I was the one who got you or you came up from another father or you came up from another mother, we need to blend that love.
And
And
we had a discussion about that before, where we talk about
Mhm.
or treating kids fairly, even if
Yeah.
they
and this
swear
is this
or
is
not.
something very serious,
And it
and
happens. It
it has
happens.
the propensity to put asunder marriages. It has
Mm-hmm.
the propensity to destroy relationships you've built over the years. And the topic is very important, very much important.
Very,
That
very important. I'm a witness to it because I'm married. I
all
will
of
need to
us need
marry with
to
my
get
children and
yeah.
my other children.
And
So
that's
it will,
why we
yeah.
don't have nothing like stepmom or stepdad in our homes. We refer to the children as our children, and
Yeah.
that's how it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing should be stepmom. So let me talk a little bit on what Rufus was talking about when it comes to the segregation or stepmom. A lot of us African Liberians, we have that mentality that stepmom don't have good name.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
Stepmom
will
don't
always
have
say,
good name.
And
So
step after.
we keep that in our mind, and sometimes it's
Yeah.
in our heart, our mind. And mind can work on you. So it don't matter. You might not be the one birthing that child, but remember now that child has a mother that she has to communicate with. That's why I
Yeah.
always say this: as parent, or two loves are coming together. First of all, women, when we meet a man and we get to know that this man have children, we should first of all try to build a relationship with the other mother. We should try to open communication with the
Mm-hmm.
other mother. You can't just sit and say, oh, the man will marry you, wait here again. You got children, so what? I will him. No. Open that communication between you and our stepmom. And y'all can co-parent those children together. And y'all will have a beautiful relationship. I'm a witness to that. You will have a beautiful relationship. You will communicate. So before Josh is here, but before we go, let's address some of the comment here. I see Abraham here. Abraham, I tried to send you the link in your inbox, but because we are not friends and you're not following either one of us, I think, so we're unable to send you the link. But if you look on the comment section, you will see the link there. You can click there, and then we will be able to bring you on. So let's address this our viewer first, then we can go to the next person. Excellent point. Thank you, honey, for the education. And so let's just go through the, and honey bunch, if you can access the comment too, you can just put it on too and access as well. So Paul said, Paul Peter, the two first name. Paul Peter said, you guys look like a glasses. Yeah, our glasses.
Hello.
Yes, we're promoting Zillow. Jacob say, good afternoon, Moko. Good afternoon, Jacob. How are you? It's afternoon on that side. Yeah, and he's laughing at us. Don't forget, a parent can live in the house and still be absent in the kids' lives when it comes to activities and other things. They think once they pay the bills, that's all to it. And that's what we said. The men do that. So the point that the kids will come, mommy, can I do this? Mommy, but any parents, you see, when Malachi comes to me, mommy, can I go to school? I say, go to daddy. Daddy, can I go? He said, go to mommy. Then he said, I already asked mommy. Then daddy would say, well, mommy agree, like that. Then you guys are in accord because you don't want to make a decision with all mom knowing. So you say, oh, go ask mommy or go ask daddy. Oh, daddy, I already asked mommy. It's okay. You got what I'm saying? And she's right. A lot of father feel when they pay the bills in the home, that's it. That's it. The children need to, oh man, I don't know, oh man, hold on. And that is draining. Let me tell you something. When you are a married woman and a married man in the house, and the woman going working 16 hours, coming home, taking the kids to activities, doing everything, do not expect her to give you monkey star or be calope in bed because she's already exhausted. Y'all gonna lay her here down? I'm for real. She's exhausted. So how will she give you the monkey star or be the
Let me tell you something. Even though sometimes as women we get so tired, but let me tell you something, to keep your man home, sometimes you gotta let out you that. Just say, I get it.
I'm not saying
Not forget about that. What she's talking about is the woman overworked or something. She's tired.
And the woman is exhausted. Okay, let's not go. Let me just say something like this. Yeah, I went day before yesterday, which was Friday. I went to work at 2 Thursday, rather. I went to work at 2. I got home from work on Friday morning by 7 o'clock. I went to the gym. I worked out. I came home, cooked food, pick up the kids, make sure they was okay. They're watching now. You already exhausted. Like Anthony, I was talking to Anthony yesterday. I was like, I'm so tired. So if daddy was
to go to the gym, you would have used that time to do what
Take your
No, hold on. For the time I talked to go to the gym, he was not around. He said, work the kids at school. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. So if you say, okay, if you say you the father in the house, okay, let's say I came home and this child at 5 o'clock he has basketball game. The first thing you say, mommy, I'm rushing home, I will take the child to basketball game. So that 2-3 hours that you go and took your child to basketball game, I can take that, refresh, lay down, and be prepared for you. At least I have rested 3 hours. I can give you the canopy, I can give you the monkey star, I can do anything. But when you are exhausted, by the time he tells you, you're like, then he say, you too lazy. You lazy, you're not lazy. You need rest. Because how will you tell me I listen when you know someday when I get ready for you, it can be easy. Then now you tell me I listen.
Really?
Not all laugh. I'm for relating here for real.
What you are saying, Boku, is true.
I might be saying the funny way, but that's
it just takes understanding.
Yeah,
that's all it is. Understanding.
When you are married or you have a relationship,
Buku, you didn't even go into all the comments. You stop it halfway.
Let's read the comments, Buku.
That's why I'm going through now. She said, Aquarius said,
go ahead, Buku.
So, good morning, ladies. I finished reading your comment before I can say your good morning. Good morning. This is one of our strong fan. Greg said, good morning. Is that George? Good morning, Good evening,
Yeah,
everyone
George.
in
Yeah.
Nigeria. Just got in. I said he was on, but he got off. What the topic? I was trying to add you, and you left. Oh, I already read this, right?
No, we didn't read this one because I wanted to address that earlier.
Okay, then go ahead.
Tobasi saying that, ladies, let us not forget in our African tradition or culture, the father goes to walk. He wanted to say work, goes to work, and the mother stays home to raise the children. Remember, both parents leaving the house to go to work is a Western culture and way of life. Let us remember.
But that was in Liberia, where you
Even
are a
in Liberia,
stay-home
some
mom.
mothers were
Even
working.
in
Okay,
Liberia,
But
let's stop with that. Let's stop with that
then.
mentality that
Mhm.
if the woman is in the house, that's her place for the home and to take care of the children. Because even in Liberia, the children are being ruined. You see young girls now, they are becoming sexually active, promiscuous. You see young boys now, they are turning to any kind of life to make ends meet, and they have parents and they feel like this is the means to go out there and make money and come and support the family.
And that
Once
was
you
some of
are
us
a
when we
married
do men
couple,
business
whether
till we were
be it in
20 years
Liberia,
old.
in Africa, wherever you may be, it takes two to raise children. It does not take one. And that man's presence is the most important. The woman can go, but when that man is there, that man will make sure, like my brother, Dr. Anthony said here, look at what he did with his teenage daughter. You know how many teenage girls right now they're on the cell phone?
Mhm.
You know how many teenage girls now in the street hooking and doing all kinds of things? You, the father, your presence is very important. When that woman leave that house to go out there, there are times that when I come home, when I see my children are so in order because my husband, God, our schedule are different when he's here. These kids, I will come see them sitting on the table. Guess what? I'm the mother. Sometimes they will not even listen to me. I will yell, I will yell, I will yell, I will yell. And all day I yelling till my vocal cord want to pop open. But when that man says one thing, see the children are on the door. So it's very important for the man's presence in the home. And we should stop that mentality that because the man goes to work, he can't be there to be engaging with his children. You have to engage with these children because guess what? That is your God's given duty. I don't care. God never told a woman to be the provider. She said she is the support, your backbone to help you where you are. You are weak.
Helpmate.
To help you where you are weak, to make up for the little things. Like sometimes, like my husband here said, you do this, maybe I will pay the little minor bills and stuff, but the major bills, my husband take care of it. That's how it is. That's just the function of the home. So let us stop with that mentality, Western culture, in opposed to African culture. Once you are married, you are a parent, you have to both work together to make sure your children are being brought up right.
Yeah.
And honey, even if the father is the one that working out and the mom not working, it still don't stop you from having a relationship or loving on your kids. That thing what people say because the men working, you know how many the work in the home, you think that children work? That double. If the woman cooking, cleaning, everything, nothing wrong with you paying attention to your kids. I don't care if you are the only one working. So we need to just stop that. That's a lot of the parents from back who never had a relationship with their children. It just wrong. Like me, I was a stepmom from my marriage that just ended. You know, there were a lot of people used to say, why you love these children so much when the man is going against your children? Like we said, stepmother, play your part. Even no matter what people say, don't never listen to the word out there and mistreat the children. My children know that to the core, that everything, when the other children came in the home, they all were older than my kids. So we're going to go by step. It don't matter if you my child. Since that other child is older than you, we're going up and calm down. And because of the way I treated those children, even though today their father and I are together, we are very, very close. You understand? My ex-husband's first daughter just got married. When she invited me to the wedding, her father said, oh, right now I'm over the divorce, yes, so I don't want her to come there. Whatever it is she went through, I don't want to be there. The woman said, look, let me tell you something, Dad. If that woman decide to not come to my wedding, I would get ready mad at her. He said, oh, if you do that, I won't come because that's your decision. But she will come to my wedding because this lady is there for me, for my children. My children wouldn't know her as a grandma and everything. So that's the love you give to the children will do that. What would make our daughter who will be getting married would rather choose a stepmom Now her dad and said, if it cost you not to be at the wedding, and the dad did not make it to the wedding, and that girl went over her wedding happily. She said, if you had not come here for everything you have been there, she said, you have been more of a parent to me for the years you have been with my dad than my dad. So there is no way you can be at the wedding. So that is what I should have. So what I'm trying to say is, no matter what the situation, what people say, always treat the children the same. No pick and choosing, because you never know tomorrow.
And the thing is, people don't
How the children
understand
will tell.
as a step parent, that cruelty that you apply to another's child, to another person's children, is going to fall on your children.
Yeah.
Because
Of course.
for some reason, God says, Jesus says, suffer little children unto me, forbid them not. Why you think that even he
Yes.
says to enter heaven, you must have that mindset as a child, because children are so precious, they are so innocent as well. What you teach them is what they will learn, and they will carry on through, because their brains are like sponges. It grabs everything.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take a good woman, a godly woman, to love, despite if you give birth or not to those children, because at the end of the day, that's what you see. Most stepmoms are recognized more than biological mothers, because of that very important role they play in a child's life, and it's at the infant stage, even at the toddler, childhood age, So we have to just be there and love our children regardless. My husband's children can come in here, they will not even hear me say "Fwink," because I love them. That's what it has to be with that person, because love is not bought, it's not taught. It's in you. It's something that it comes within you from the heart. So when you can love from the heart, you can love anyone.
And then
Thank
the
you
thing
very
about
much.
it, let me
Thank you.
tell you something. If a dad is involved with his daughter, if a daughter and a father's very close, I just love it. You know why? Because the father knows exactly what to tell his daughter about boys, because he's been
Yes.
there. And
Yeah.
that's a good thing. Do you expect a mother who has been through a lot to talk to her daughter about boys? Guess what she's gonna say?
Oh,
Be
she will be
careful with men, no. Be careful with men. They're
They'll
Liberians
tell
men,
you.
and they will just news you. No.
yeah.
Jamil always said this when she was growing up. She said, "Mommy, if I get a husband or a boyfriend, I want him to be like my dad. But I make her to understand that he cannot be like your dad." And then, do you know, when a son is close to his mother, she will be able to talk to him how to treat his wife, how to take care of his wife. But there are certain things a woman cannot say to her son. So therefore, that man got to be there. Malika Titi Steny. Why I know to go tell Malika, say, "What Titi?" Malika running to me. "Mommy, my Titi Steny, can you please knock it like a fall down?" Am I supposed to be the one knocking that Titi there for it to fall down? Your dad's supposed to be the one sitting down with you. I'm for real. Your dad
Let me just come in.
down with you. Hold on 1 minute, mama. Your dad should be the one sitting down with you and telling you, son, this is how you know you are a man, when you start feeling these things. If my daughter is touching herself, I will not say she's being rude, because I know she's trying to know her body parts. And we don't expect this.
And it's a stage. It's a stage in child development.
Exactly.
Between the ages of 3 to 8, children
Yes.
start to fondle down there. Some of us would think it'll be like, bad thing, but it's not, because that's when you get to that little arousal down there. You start to get those little, feelings.
Let me just say something that Muku said, and I will come. And what Muku said, I would disagree with some of the things she said, because when my late husband passed away, my daughter was 9, her brother was 5, and the other brother was 3. So I raised my children. There is nothing a man can tell the kids in the home that I can't tell my child, because we have learned to educate our children. We have to learn this stuff and then tell the children, whether they are born or not. My boys are taught everything of father. I mean, I would not be the father in their life, but everything that I know that I can search and find out, I tell my boys what they have to be prepared for, what will happen to their body, what would this, and I even make it where they are doctors, because I'm a guy. I mean, I'm a lady. I make that doctor. That doctor is a guy. Will explain more to them. Okay, and even in the home, my daughter, I tell my daughter, even today, even to her father passed and I got remarried, and after 5 years we got divorced. I educate my daughter. I never tell her, say, "Oh, Liberian." I told her, let me tell you, marriage is a beautiful thing.
What I
And marriage,
If you have
Wait, let
been
me just
through a
finish.
lot.
Yes. Yeah. I have been through a lot. But what I'm trying to tell you, no matter what I'm trying to say here, to the women who have been through a lot and want to take it on the children, or don't want to open it up to the children and be, and just want to take that thing that the man did to you, don't never do that, because I will always tell my daughter, marriage comes from God. Anything that comes from God is beautiful. Let me tell you, marriage is a beautiful thing. You
No,
just
no,
pray
no, no,
that,
no.
you get the right
Let me
partner. No
interrupt you.
matter,
Let me interrupt you. I did
no,
not say marriage. I did not say that. I
but I'm not
said,
saying about what you
how
said.
do you
I'm not talking
affect
about what
your
you
daughter?
said.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm not talking about what you said. I'm done with the part. What I was saying, that there are things that a woman can still say, but what I'm trying to explain is different thing, not what you said. What I'm saying is, I always told my daughter, no matter what, marriage is a beautiful thing. Don't never let, even if you get in a relationship tomorrow and our relationship don't work, just because that other guy didn't treat you right, don't take it into the other guy, or don't make it think that marriage is not for you. Always know that there is someone for you. I want you to understand that. Always make her to know that marriage is a beautiful thing. Never stop praying for that. And she knows. She knows that if she prays for the right man, but if it happen where it don't work, she got to know that she still got to move on. And to the mothers that are single out there, sometimes you go through a lot of men that you have done so much for, or you have been loving them so much, and they don't treat you right, and you just go in and now, no, don't never make your children to feel like left is not good with men. That's a wrong way to even tell your children,
And
the
that's
boy and the girl.
I agree with
You have to
Jojo.
educate your children that, this is life. That was my part. The person I chose, it just did not work. You have to explain and always make them to know the nurturing part of marriage, the beautiful part of marriage, because it's individual that come into this thing that damage it. But marriage is beautiful. But like you said, Buku, there are people who they part, and that because they have been through so much
Mhm.
that they will tell their children it is true. But what I'm trying to tell you, the people who do that, I want you to stop. Don't mess your daughter up where she's growing up, and don't even want to pay attention to no man because she feel like no man good. There are good men out there, lot
And
money talking about it, and then you're talking about BRL. And let us just sit Dr. Anthony on here. There are good men. Don't let one man to ruin you. That's what I wanted to say.
that's what I'm saying here. And then the greatest thing I'm saying, like Monica, before he even started fifth grade, because in the US, I give God the glory for the US. Sometimes people think it's wrong, but when those kids are in fifth grade, they start to teach them science, human science, and stuff like that. And Monica growing up among girls, everything the teacher said in the class that day, he said, "Oh, yeah, I know my mom can use tampon. She can send me for A. She can do this. You know what I'm saying?" But I'm saying, like, to a point where you sitting and your son just kick. Definitely, you want a
I
dad to
will
be
tell
able
him.
to talk. You want a dad to
No,
be able to talk
there
to
is
them.
no doubt that not
Because
every one of us
for
married.
me at the
Not one
time,
of us married.
exactly, honey, Jojo, that's what I'm saying. Remember now, you got two
Men
boys. You
don't
only
have to
got
be
one.
there. Men don't have to
Honey,
be there for you to tell
honey,
your son. I want to say that's not true.
if my daughter comes to me and she say, "Mommy, I see something in my underwear," I would say, "Come, baby. This is this and this is that." As
Mhm.
compared to back in the days where our family, our parents make these things look like taboo. To talk about sex, to talk about men, to even talk about your menses. I remember me growing up when I first had my menses, it was my dad. It was my dad that taught me what to do. And when I told my grandma said, "Hey, you can't shake no boy here. You will get pregnant." But my dad was able to tell me if a woman, because my mom was non-resident mother at the time, she was not in the country. You got what I'm saying? But when she got to know, she was able to talk to me as well. So these things happen, and thank God for the 21st century that we can be able to sit and talk to our kids about boys and girls. But I'm saying when
Yep.
Marika Tinky and his dad is in the house, I prefer you going to your dad. Like the other day, I said, "Daddy, Marika, I'm sorry to put my baby business outside, but he getting to be a man now." I said he having a hard time to deal. Go in the bathroom to hear pastor, but what did he look at before he having a hard time? I said, "Me, I not know." You got what I'm saying? That's the point that reach and start to have feelings and start to talk about girls. Sometimes I listen to him. He only 10 years old, but when I listen to him, friends conversation, I heard him telling your friend, "That's why she broke up with you." Hey, hey, hey. I said, "Why you know about break up?" But these are the things they call what puppy love in America. But in Africa, you think you man, you think you woman, stuff like that. So I'm just saying, thank God for the 21st century, but it's always good for a girl to be attached to her
Muku,
father.
you let address
and
the
always be
comments
there
now,
for
because it was something
It was only 12.
midday.
All
Yeah,
the
so
guests
George,
never come. Our
George,
guests,
hold on.
George,
George is
is
here.
it George? Have you
Yeah.
even come in yet?
George, move on under the light. We can see your face because the reflection from there. I think you should change your position a little bit. There you go. I know that Naja, Napa don't care Corin, Abby. Okay, go ahead now, George. And then we'll read Aston comments.
George for his good plate, but that plate doesn't like coming. Like just start, George. It's okay.
We can see you.
Okay, I just want to say from here, I just want to say good evening, everyone. Because in my own time, it's evening here. So,
And where are you talking from?
okay, my name is George. I'm from Nigeria. Yeah, so I'm a part of a family, so I came late because my network was so crazy. So I need to go and use another number for me to come up. Yeah, so my Wi-Fi is giving me issues, so I need to recharge the data so I can come up and
Africa, the quick to Homer Nazi or Rufus can see the Homer Nazi man.
You are still forget about
which part of Nigeria?
Yeah,
which part of Nigeria?
Okay, River, Port Harcourt.
Oh, Port Harcourt. Okay.
Okay, go ahead, George. Get your input.
Okay. So I'm listening for what you guys are saying. For me about a marriage, for me, what I understand about marriage is all about teaching each other, learning from each other. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's only one thing some people don't know about, because when one partner is saying like, I know more than you, this one say I know more than you, you cannot walk. You understand me? So what I understood about is all about teaching, learning from one another. Like when I say I don't know this, you can teach me. If my partner say I don't know this, we can know how to. Another one is about trust. The other one is about how to build up. When you guys have the same mindset, you guys work together. You know what you do. Like, by my wife and two, I still need to talk about telling people like if you need to work about marriage, for a man, you need to know how to cook. For you can support your wife. That's the first thing. Yeah, it's not about like, okay, let me use an example. Your wife
just stick to what you know, because somebody want to go for our blood pressure will go up.
No,
you still need to accept it.
No, Muku, stop this. No, Muku. I'm a spot for my brother. Might be bigger yet.
The effort is all that matters.
The effort.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You will still appreciate it, even though your face will be like it. But you will still say, "Thank you, baby. I enjoy it."
That's what my dad taught me. That's what my dad taught me. He said, number one, you need to know how to cook, and I learned how to cook. Sometimes someone will just come to my heart like, whoa, why do you like cooking? I said, no, I like cooking. Right from time, I like cooking, like, and because if you say you don't know how to cook it, so because there's no dish I don't know how to cook, like a greasy soup, or if I know how to cook it. If you know how you don't know how to cook it, I'm gonna teach you. I want you to cook the standard I love, because I don't like when I'm eating, I'm gonna be complaining, So I'm gonna take you, look at my standard. But if you want to learn that standard, that's what I talk about teaching. I will tell you, okay, let's go inside the kitchen and I'll teach you how to cook it. Because I don't want you to cook tomorrow and I started complaining. You say, all my strength. Because I have this being experience. Someone like, I came back late, a friend of mine. So I was like, please, can you get me where you are? I'm hungry. I don't have strength to go. I'm outside to go and cook. He was, okay, I'm cooking rice. Okay, guys. I told her, okay, brought it. Did you know when I taste the food, it was like, it's not tasting good. Like, I don't pretend, So my brother is kind of person like, you're gonna tell you that this your food is not making. I was like, give it to my brother. He said, this one way my elder brother did not eat. I know that it's not making sense. I was like, okay,
this one don't make sense. So this one a week me happy.
So he was like, why you don't eat it? I just like, I'm so tired, but I don't want to tell her like that food did not make sense. You understand me? So I like one day I started cooking. I need to tell her, okay, can you come over? I want to teach you something. That's something I want to. So when they come, I said, let's go to the kitchen. So I told her like, okay, this is the way how to cook rice. I don't want to
That's
explain
good.
to you. You know how to cook, but just why I do not eat it. Number one, you don't taste the what they call it. The salt is more little. The salt you do not taste if the salt is okay or not. And this, so I don't know how you cook for your people. So I don't know how you guys enjoy it. You understand me? So I need to explain to her. I'm a real full-time Igbo man. I know how to cook. You know,
A lot of them know how to cook. Now when you like, but the thing, and Josh, what Josh is saying is right. We find our brothers who are married now to Americans. You find this white girl cooking banga soup. Banga soup, Igbo men say banga soup is palm butter. Our brothers are teaching their wives here from different nationality how to cook
Yes.
the African food, the ones that know how to cook. And Josh is right. So when I'm tired, you can be able to make food for us to eat. Not only me, Moka, oh, I'm waiting for you to come cook. Oh, I'm waiting for you to. They got men like that. And I call those one they are new sauce. They are
But
new
it
sauce.
depends on the people, because some people will take it as an insult, and then next thing you know, they don't want to be bothered with you. And some people will just take the stupidest things to want to break up. It's like, who he
Yeah.
think he is? So
Yeah.
tell me how to cook. But if you're a good
Yeah.
woman, you say, oh, if you really love that man, you will sit there, you will learn his ways, right? To be able to bring into the relationship, because that's what marriage is all about. It's about understanding. It's about giving and taking. It's not about take. It's also giving and taking. So if you can say, okay, that's how he likes food, and once you know how to cook for your man, you know how to even cook for your women. There are some. Let me tell you something. My husband always told me. He said, "Look, I wish I had not told you I know how to cook, because I feel like you become lazy. It's not
Yeah. You,
right.
you have to
It's
do, yeah.
Yeah, right. So sometimes your woman would just want to sit back and be pampered. It's nothing wrong with that. So all of those things are good things to have in a marriage, that once there is understanding. Like the day I say, if I
Yeah.
don't feel like cooking, I say, babe, my head hurting. I may say, okay, what you want to eat? He will go in the kitchen, he will cook. And then my headache will be going from there, because I just try to dismiss it in a way where I didn't want to cook. It just takes understanding. It's not going to break you apart, right? But rather bring you together. Just understand each other.
Okay, let's.
Yeah,
And,
I just want to address. I just want to address one of our comment is that
Let me.
one
let
of
me
that
put
because
on.
it's one.
Dr. Anthony,
I don't know.
Dr. Anthony wanted to say something. Can you say something,
Yeah.
Dr.
I say it for a man to go in the kitchen, cook for his wife, even if she's not tired, it's just romantic.
It's
You
just
know?
romantic. Hello.
Yes.
Even if the food tastes good, just
Yeah.
the fact that he decided the effort.
No,
And if
bitch,
he
I said,
cooks,
yeah, baby, I love you. Yeah, that woman say, I said, baby, oh yeah,
Yes.
you the best husband. I love you. You see that smile. And it's all about appreciating your spouse. Oh my God.
yes.
It's,
You know, and when you give her the food, even if it is not up to what she
Tasting, yep.
expected, but she would definitely, oh baby, okay, next time we'll do it together. I really love it. I enjoy it. Thank you so much. And then you can do other things together. And your
Yep.
kids in the house, your kids will be able to see these things. The boys will learn it. Like my son TJ, he just turned 12. TJ knows how to go to fix his breakfast. He makes breakfast for everybody in this house. You see? And Benjamin is going to follow. He's 7 years old. So they're going to grow up and then, use those things, those skills that they have from home for their families. And
And you
another
say
comment
their
I
own homes.
wanted to comment about something from Liberia that said that in Africa, the men, most of the time, they are the ones that work. Yes, we understand. When we were very, very young in
Only
Yeke
just
Palanco,
leave that comment when he finished. Will address it.
yeah, in Liberia. My father used to cook for us. All right. Some days he come from where he would cook for us. And my mom used to do the market. So now she coming home late. My father comes home, he will cook for us. So it is not about who brings the money in the home. Because if you look at it and you analyze it, the job being a stay-at-home mom, that job has no special description. It's harder than just going out there to work and make that money and bring it home. Because they don't sleep at night. They have restless nights. When the child is sick at night, the woman is up taking care of the child, and sometimes the man is just sleeping because he has to go to work the next day. And then she wakes up in the morning, she has to cook, then she got to get up and go to the market. She comes back. It's just overwhelming. So having a man being involved in home activities is just very, very important. It releases, it brings the happiness in the home. Because if that woman is stressed, she is not going to be happy. There's so many things that the woman is going to deny you, the man. Yeah.
And thank God Anthony said that. Let's read this comment here from Aston. Let's read a comment here from Aston. Aston say here, one of the hardest job for woman is being a stay-home mom. It looks and sounds so easy, but it is a lot. I am speaking from experience. Me, I have never been a stay-home mom before, so me, I don't know that experience.
Yes.
Let me tell you, I was a stay-home mom from 2020 up till I'll say some part of 2022 and stuff. But let me tell you one thing, what I enjoyed it. You know, just being at home and, you know, engaging more with your children. You know, it may be a little lazy sometimes, especially when you used to working. You know, I think that was one of those were a few of the years that I really enjoyed myself, you know, as a mother, you know, because I was spending time with the children. I knew what they were doing more. I was engaging with them. And then I was having extra time with my husband. So, you know, we were spending, he told me, he said, you don't have to work. And that's the thing. When, like I said, when you have that couple, that understanding, you know, I had just had a baby in 2020. So I'm like, you know what? I want to spend more time with my baby. I'm not going to work. He said, yeah, do just as you want. And I loved it. So, you know, I started to cook, clean and stuff. Then, but sometimes again, it does take a tour on you, right? Because you do all of these things. And then there was sometimes I found myself, Aston, I find myself like, you know, like being so bored sometimes when nobody were home. It's just me and the baby. You know, I'm like, okay, what else to do? Just feed the baby, put the baby to sleep. And then here I am watching TV, sleeping, eating, sleeping. So, and I understand that. It does have a good side and a bad side to it. Yeah.
Says Georgia, your stepdaughter shows you intimate gratitude. Yes, that's true. Good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah,
Good afternoon.
I wanted to talk about oh, maybe you'll read it. Peter comment. He's one of my followers. Peter saying that why can't we just leave men alone? Saying we feel men is not good. That's not what we said. We didn't say men are problems.
We never said men was problems.
We never said men are problems. Peter is always causing trouble. Every time he comes, even on his, when you read a page or he post, right now he been posting, he won't give, I don't know how many single mothers Christmas gift. I think it's just this thing of playing fun other people or whatever, but just wanted to make it clear we didn't say men are problem. We didn't say that. We all here know that marriage is important. We love to have the men, okay?
And then he did kissing on his profile picture.
No, yeah, don't mind. He ain't like he even serious. He just loves something to argue about. That's
some women, some men can cook. Yes, some men can really cook. That one I lie. Most of us are working mom. It's a lot going to work and taking care of the family. That's true. That's true. Then when you come out, they want you to be calope. Then they tell you when you tell you, they say you're tired. They say you're lazy.
They calope business and let you can meal.
Something I said, this is personal. This got to be personal.
No, Anthony, no.
Yeah.
Well, you know, to be honest, the other Liberian men, that's what they say. They say that Liberian women always tell them no, but the other women, they can always give it. I say, really? Yeah.
I'm not a mean person. I can perform more. Huh.
Okay. Rufus, yeah, all right.
Yeah. Rufus ain't got much to say because Rufus get I think that once in a year. So we'll put him down the back.
You. Oh, this is the table talk.
Rufus, don't mind me, yeah. At least together once in a year. I don't even get it.
This is the table talk, and it's 12 o'clock today. We are on time. We will
I know
continue
we
this
on time. We
topic
gotta
next-
go.
We'll continue on this topic next week.
Don't let
Anybody-
finish all the topics. Let finish
That's
all the
all.
comments, Mugu.
That's all the comment. Oh, one more. She put one more up here. Right here. Right here, right? That's all the comment, oh, man. Okay, right?
Yeah, and
That's the last comment. I'll let you got
Mugu,
comment for your
Mugu,
end. Mhm.
before we go, I want all men
Yeah.
to take this scripture and read it daily.
Amen.
First
Good.
Timothy,
Post
First
it.
Timothy-
Post the scripture. Rufa, please post the scripture in the comment box. Let's put it up.
1 Timothy 5:8.
Mhm.
1 Timothy 5:8. It says, "He who fails to take care of his own family
Hallelujah.
has denied the faith
Mm.
and is worse than an unbeliever or an infidel."
First Timothy what?
5:8. 1 Timothy 5:8.
5:8.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. He who fails to take care of his own family
Mm.
is an
Mhm.
instruction from God.
Yes.
He who fails to take care of his own family
Own family.
has denied the faith
Mm.
and is worse than an unbeliver.
Mm.
Wow.
I
Yeah, so
carry
the
that
Christian
scripture with me
men.
every day.
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
has given you a responsibility.
A responsibility.
If you think because this woman is telling you to pay child support, and you think the child support is all to A, you say, "I'm not going to have anything to do with the children,"
Mm.
you're paving your way to go to hell. God is going to hold you responsible. That's it.
Thank you,
First
Flo.
Timothy 5:8, right?
It's right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I want to share it on my page too.
It's right there, Jojo.
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm. Wow.
Most
Thank
of
you,
us
Flo.
need
Thank
to
you,
go
Flo.
to the Bible, search the scripture. There are a lot of important things that will improve your
Everything
relationship.
that happened in a believer's life, you can just get answers. Whether you have
Yes.
like questions, the answers are in the Bible. And that's why
Yeah.
he says we should feed our minds with the Bible, because when we can feed our
Yep.
minds with God's word, we will not believe the deception of the enemy, because that's what he wants to
Yeah.
do. He wants to confuse us, to make us drift away from
Mhm.
God. But when we can put ourselves into the Bible, let me just say something before I leave, because I've been kind of feeling a little bit of down. I was expecting something, it never came, and then I started. It was kind of like getting me down. And then I started, as I was laying in bed all through the night, I was just praying in my heart. And then I told myself, I said, this year I'm not going to do anything like Christmas, not going to decorate everything. So when I got up this morning, the Holy Spirit said to me, why are you going to remain in that dull area, in that dull part of your life? Don't you know that I am God? Trust me. And look, I don't know where my whole motive turned around. I say, you know what, devil, you a liar. You can never get the best of me. I will not be down when I know my God supplied my needs according to his riches. Look, so I got that strength. I got that vibe. I said, look,
Yeah.
I'm going to get up. I'm going to beautify my home, because first of all, I have children. And when you have children, it's not so much about you, but it's about the children. You understand?
Yes.
It's about your children. So we have to suppress our own needs and make sure our
Yes.
children are nourished and fed good. And that's how it gave me that drive. I'm like, you know what? I will put, like, I started doing it already. And when my 4-year-old woke up this morning, she looked, she said, Mom, what you doing? I said, I'm putting up with the Christmas stuff. Mom, you gonna put up the Christmas tree, Mom? Her whole face lit up, and I was like, well, God, I don't believe in the Christmas tree, but it's just, to suit the mood, right? But I know what I teach them about Jesus Christ, and that's our authority given to us by God to teach our children the right way, and then they will never depart from it. Yes,
Amen.
yes, that's
Yeah.
it. Stress me. But he's
And
a
then
liar.
what we are so grateful to God for this platform. We all are grateful regardless that we run this platform, but we are very grateful that we have people who fear the Lord, and I am very grateful that we can well, what I would say remix. We just don't focus on the religious aspect. We focus on the secular and address it as well, because we know that not everybody believes in what we believe in as Christian. And I'm so grateful to have you guys, George. What's his name? Rufus. Rufus was the one that even introduced me to this whole media thing. And Anthony, Anthony and I ran the show for a while, and I'm so grateful to have him. He has always been my brother for over 20 years now. But I'm really grateful for this platform and all our viewers who comes on. And when we started the topic, we said open topic, and then Tobias, Christopher rather, he just came and posted, and then this just became the topic. This is what it's about. If anybody has a topic or want us to discuss something, bring it to us. But one thing we tell you, we are not going to shake tables. We are not going to break legs. We discuss things, we discuss issues, and we are not afraid to go where pastors don't want to go. We will go there. And I would tell you that. Pastors don't want to talk about homosexuality. We will talk about it.
We have discussed it. Yes.
Pastors don't want to talk about where the Bible says righteousness exalts a nation and sin is a reproach to all people. We will talk it. Pastors don't want to talk because they feel this is the party in the government or political party, or they feel they're supporting their son. We will talk about it. So that's why we like this platform for. That's why we believe in this platform, and we believe in Jesus Christ and the power of his resurrection. And we are so glad to have everybody. We invite our Muslims. If you want to come and open our eyes to your religions, because we talk about Muslim, the difference and stuff like that. And there was somebody who disagree with us. Our platform is open to Hare Krishna. If you are a Hare Krishna, come on this platform. Let's talk about your religion.
There's one comment, Muku. I know you got it on the screen. Where is hell located? Hell is, like beneath. Actually, the Bible speaks about anything that is of this world that is not of God. It's hell.
They let him go to Revelation chapter 20, 14 to 15. It says the lake of fire. The book of Revelation describes the lake of fire as the final destination for those who reject God and are not written in the book of life. And then also here is Hades. In the New Testament, the word Hades is used to describe the place of death, similar to Sheol in the Old Testament. Matthew 11:23. So go and read such the scripture.
You can come back tomorrow and next week Saturday and ask this question. So we are honored to have anybody. Like I said, you are invited. Anything you want us to talk about, we'll talk about it. Our souls are not disclosed unless you want us to disclose, talk. And we will talk about our Liberia, our different countries. Anything we see trending, we talk about it. We are not afraid. And I feel what our leaders are doing in Liberia is a reproach. It's a reproach. And if they don't open their eyes,
it's a reproach to God, because if their actions are making people to suffer more. And how can you call yourself leader? And there are scriptures in the Bible.
You guys want to make another new topic for next
we're just saying something. It's a reproach to our people and to our children. So this is the Table Talk. We are honored and blessed to have you, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys on next week Saturday Bring Topic. And I am your honored host, your one and only, the Igbo Queen from Owerri, Imo State, Monrovia, Liberia Maternity Center. I am honored. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching.
As you all can hear, you already know this is the Table Talk. I'm telling you. So when you come in here, you get ready. The Igbo Queen, everybody here, we are down on everywhere you hear us. We're able to bring it back to you and explain it. In no way you can come or other way and we cannot defend ourselves. You want to bring the Bible, we there. You want to get out of there, we are there. I am here, your fearless queen, the original boss chick. Okay, we see you guys another time. Dr. Anthony, it's my first time meeting you. Nice coming on. I appreciate appreciate you coming on. I hope you can come on more to explain some things. I enjoy it. And Josh, thank you so much. And my BIL always running away these days. Thanks for coming on, Rufus. I enjoy that. I'm happy that you are back here again. To all our followers and people that come to watch, always say thanks for coming. We appreciate anything you have, anything on mind, just inbox, or we'll get to it. Anything you want us to discuss, we just have to be respectful of everyone. You know, we don't want to do anything about, you can come on, you just can't swear, cuss, nothing, we don't do nothing like that. You have to be respectful of one another. But then thank you again for watching us.
I want to say thanks to all of our viewers, our followers. You know, it was a very interesting and very educational live today. You know, I really enjoyed it. I see my own brother, George. Thanks for joining us. Dr. Anthony, thank you for your input. Very, very impressive. My brother, Rufus, thank you for coming. Let's make this every Saturday thing. I mean, with us on here, it was a beautiful thing, you know, coming together and just understanding one another, giving more input where we need to, you know, help to better our lives as Christians, as well as married people, single people, whatever we are. But I want to say thank you so much, and thank you all for the respect, giving one another, and may God bless you all.
George, you can give your closing.
Which one?
Go ahead.
Close, you can take your closing.
Doing closing how? Like,
just say thank you. Thank you for joining. If
just
you
thank you.
Okay.
For having you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna speak Igbo. I'm gonna speak Igbo to you so you can understand it.
You guys English and try to like,
you were learning by fire by
familiar. Yeah.
You will learn it.
You will learn our Kolokwa. We're not changing nothing for you because you don't change that your raw pigeon for us. So we will speak Kolokwa.
Okay, I just want to say like thank you. I Mr. Tony. This is my first time of meeting you. Rufus, this twice. I met you Boki, like the same evil, you know, Kedo.
They're jealous, so we're speaking our language and they're jealous. So.
Hey, y'all, well, let people go and go get ready for that tea. I beg you.
Go ahead.
I just want to say thank you for coming to me. I'm so honored. Like, I really appreciate you guys for bringing me on this, and so I'm so thank you for bringing me up on all the time you guys come up and I ask for this. So I'm so grateful. So that's where I need to stop for my.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, I will find you Liberian woman. Just because you're here now, I will find you Liberian woman.
The Rufus.
What? He's looking for a Liberian woman?
He's looking for a Liberian woman. Y'all he wants a nice Liberian girl.
No wonder why he was selling himself, saying that.
Yeah, he always here. You know that.
All right, I will find you one.
Okay.
I have a sister here. I'll give my sister to you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Call me.
Just go look for Dr. Anthony Soiree, you will get him. But you can call me, I will get him for you.
Yes.
Okay, I will hit you up. Okay.
Yeah, my sister
Anthony that day, so I was in Nigeria.
He love a Liberian woman. Don't mind. He love.
Don't play with Antonio. I was in Nigeria, just sitting there. Somebody came to me. Anthony, your brother told me to come and see you. I said,
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and Rufus, go ahead.
I'd love to say thanks ever so much as always, and to close up with Proverbs 29 verse 17, it says, discipline your children and they will give you peace. They will bring you the delight you desire. So it's always good that we train our children. Regardless of the love that we have, we shouldn't allow, spare the rod and spoil our children. You know, like a Western thing. They are groomed, no groom business. Chastise them when they need be.
And that's for my one. I will take the inches off the door. No privacy business when you're in my house. Go ahead, Dr. Sorry.
And then Dr. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, thanks. I love this show, and I always going to make it my responsibility to be here, to chime in on some topics. Thank you so much. You ladies are powerful ladies, strong, energetic. Whenever I sit in my home and watch you, you don't miss your worries. You say it as you see it, and I really love that. And I want to say thanks to everybody for watching. Please share the live afterwards. Just continue sharing it so people can watch it and learn
follow
from it.
us. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I want to leave you with this today. Christmas is right around the corner. Give something to somebody.
Yeah.
Whether it is 5 cents you have, share it with somebody. There's somebody sitting up there waiting for something to eat. Please help people, especially back home. Thanks.
That's a good one.
So this brings us to the end of our broadcast. Don't forget to like, follow, and share all of us on this platform. We have a personal platform. All you need to do, just look at the names and just click the names, and then you can follow.
1 second, Mugu. 1 second. And remember, Jesus is the only reason for the season. Live like Jesus would. Love.
This t-shirt because
And you love your wife. And look at mine.
Yeah, this is the
Lord
table
Jesus.
talk.
Yes, live there all day, every day.
Don't go show your t-shirt. Yeah, this is the table talk show.
yeah.
I'm honey wearing her t-shirt today.
Everybody, I'm showing that brand. My own arrow.
We show you what t-shirt.
My own arrow.
This
Yeah.
is the table talk. We say Merry Christmas and happy and prosper New Year. Remember, Jesus is.
Bye, everyone.
We love you guys and we love you by fools.
Bye-bye.
Gather round, it's a place to be. Mugu Belinda, Josephine, you'll see. Conversations flow, ideas take flight. At the table talk, we shine so bright. So many stories, so much to share. Pull up the chair, we want you there. At the table talk, where the fun begins and gets the flowing. Let the laughter spin. Join the conversation, it's welcome and free. Mugu Belinda, Josephine, come see. From hot topics, breaking the mold, they'll share their wisdom, people and told. Laughter inside, a joyful blend at the table talk. We're all friends till the